Hello, Marian Law Academy families, and welcome to our parent orientation for the 2021-2022 school year. My name is Mrs. Lewis, and I am the principal at Marian Law Academy. If you ever have any questions or concerns, feel free to email me at christina.lewis@detroitk12.org or text me at 313-338-8464 or call the main office at 313-866-3400. The assistant principal here is Fayandra Bussey. She can be reached by email at fayandra.bussey@detroitk12.org or by calling the main office at 313-866-3400. The purpose of our orientation today is to learn more about how the 2021-2022 school year will look. During the session, we will review the COVID-19 safety protocols, understand how attendance impacts student academic performance, and learn more about how Marian Law Academy staff builds relationships with students and families. Next, I will talk about our school hours and expectations for student uniform. Then I will talk about our COVID-19 safety protocols. The school hours at Marian Law Academy are from 7:30 a.m. until 2:40 p.m. Monday through Friday. All students are expected to wear a red, black, or white shirt with collar and black or tan pants or knee-length skirts. Students should also wear closed-toe shoes. No sandals or Crocs are allowed. Do not keep your child at home if he or she does not have a school uniform. Send your child to school without the uniform and contact the main office. Next, we'll talk about our COVID-19 safety protocols. Our school implements SMART safety measures. These measures include, but are not limited to, training on healthy hygiene practices for students and staff, daily temperature and symptom checks for employees and students, the required use of masks. We do have reusable masks for all students and staff that need them. We also have a school nurse in our building, hand sanitizer in each classroom, and regular restocking of soap in all bathrooms. Our school also participates in weekly COVID-19 testing for employees and students. In order for students to participate in weekly COVID-19 testing, we do need a signed parental consent form. If you have not completed the COVID-19 parental consent form, please do so and turn it in as soon as possible. Our school implements testing every Friday from 8 a.m. until 11:30 a.m. Parents will receive the results directly on the phone number or email address on the consent form. Additional safety protocols for our school include monitored arrival, touchless temperature screening for employees, visitors, and students. Again, masks must be worn at all times. Hand sanitizer for all classrooms. Frequent cleaning of high-touch surfaces. Social distancing markers and signs for reminders. And staggered dismissal and multiple exit doors for scholars. For more information on school safety, please visit detroitk12.org/return to school. Now we'll talk about our arrival and dismissal procedures. Arrival for students begins at 7:30 a.m. Parents, please do not drop your students off before 7:30 a.m. All students participate in a temperature check and COVID-19 symptom screening. All students must have on a mask before entering the building, and students will receive the symptom screener and temperature check at the door. Our kindergarten through second grade students will enter door 4. Our third and fourth grade students enter door 12, and our 5th through 8th grade students enter the main entrance. Students who pass the temperature screening will proceed to pick up breakfast and walk to class. Any students who do not pass the temperature screening or COVID-19 symptom screener will report directly to our isolation room. Parents must pick up these students immediately. Parents and visitors will not be allowed to walk any students to class. Our dismissal begins at 2:30 p.m. All bus students dismiss from the main entrance at 2:30 p.m. All students who walk or get picked up begin dismissal at 2:35 p.m. out of the following doors. Our kindergarten through second grade students exit door 4. Our third and fourth grade students exit door 12. And our 5th through 8th grade students exit the main entrance. All students must be picked up by 2:40. If students are not picked up by 2:40, they will be escorted back into the building and you will need to sign them out of school for the day. Now we'll get into our attendance information. Remember that attendance matters. For students to learn, they must be present and engaged in school. As a result, absenteeism is a concern for all schools. Poor attendance is associated with a host of negative short and long-term outcomes, such as academic failure, disengagement, leaving school, and problem behaviors in the school and community. We do measure school attendance. We have several measures of attendance. They include average daily attendance. The average daily attendance is the percent of enrolled students who attend school every day. We look for our average daily attendance here at Marian Law Academy to be 85% or greater. Truancy, student who has missed 10 or more days of school that are unexcused absences. Tardy is when a student is not present at the moment the bell rings for an assigned class. Remember, school for our students begins at 7:30 a.m. An excused absence is when the parent or guardian provides documentation for a student's absence. And then chronic absenteeism is when a student misses 10% or more of the school for any reason. That means excused and unexcused absences. Truancy and chronic absences. Truancy. Truancy counts unexcused absences only. It emphasizes individual compliance with school rules. It uses legal and more punitive solutions. Chronic absences counts as all absences, excused, unexcused, and out of school suspension. It emphasizes academic impact of days missed, and it uses prevention and problem-solving solutions. Defining chronic absenteeism. So chronic absenteeism includes excused and unexcused absences. So anytime the student is out of school for any reason, it counts toward chronic absenteeism. It is important that scholars are in school every single day, but when students miss 10% or more of school for any reason, they are considered chronically absent. There are several tiers of chronic absenteeism. Satisfactory attendance are students who miss 5% or less of total school days. Students that are at risk for chronic absenteeism miss between 5 and 10% of school days. Chronically absent students who are in the category of recovery possible miss between 10 and 20% of total school days. And our students who are chronically absent in the severe category miss 20% or more of total school days. There are challenges to daily attendance, and I do want to recognize those. We know that some students have unmet basic needs or a lack of access to health and dental care or even some trauma. We know that some students have academic and or social struggles. We know that some parents have had negative school experiences. We also know that students sometimes lack engagement and don't feel that instruction is relevant. We know that sometimes there is a lack of meaningful relationships at school. And here are some common myths and misconceptions. Only unexcused absences are a concern. That's not true. Anytime a student misses school, we are very concerned. Missing a day here or there doesn't matter. That is also not true. Missing a day here or there really impacts the student's overall academic performance. And attendance only matters in the latter grades, which is also not true. Our students that are in our primary grades really need to be in school every single day to ensure they are getting the foundation they need to be successful in the later grades. Students who are chronically absent for any reason are more likely to have difficulty mastering reading concepts by third grade, fail subjects in middle school, and drop out of high school. Here's what attendance looks like in our district. The chronic absenteeism rate in 2018-19 was 62.1%, in 1920 was 54.1%, and in 2021 was 67.1%. There were over 32,000 students who were considered chronically absent across the district. And here's what attendance looks like in our school. In 2018-19, 76% of our students were chronically absent. In 1920, 62.9% of our students were chronically absent. And last school year, 80.7% of our students were chronically absent. Here's the impact of daily attendance. The student benefits when they are here every single day. They have more positive attitudes towards school. They have higher achievement and better attendance and higher graduation rates. Parents also benefit when students come to school more regularly. There's greater knowledge of education program and how school works. There's increased knowledge of how to support children and more positive views of school. And our school staff benefits when students are here more regularly. There is more effectiveness in the curriculum that we're implementing. There are higher expectations for students. There's increased ability to understand family views and culture, and a greater appreciation of all of our parents and families. So here is how DPSCD supports student attendance every day. It is aligned to our strategic plan. We have a blueprint for improving the Detroit Public Schools with a priority to transform the culture so that all stakeholders feel respected and connected. Students are our most valuable stakeholders, so it is really important that they are in school every single day. We also have a PBIS team and attendance teams. Our school has a climate and culture / PBIS team that monitors school-wide and individual student attendance data, develops incentives and initiatives that support daily attendance, help address barriers to daily attendance. Here's the policy for attendance in the district. The policy is called our 369 policy. 1 to 5 absences. A parent or guardian is contacted by the student's teacher. So if your child misses anywhere between 1 day and 5 days, you may get a call from your child's teacher. 6 absences. Our attendance agent implements an intervention. The intervention could be a home visit, a daily check-in, or a meeting with our parent or guardian. If a student misses 7 to 8 days, the attendance agent continues interventions such as home visits, daily check-ins, or a meeting with the parent or guardian. If there are 9 or more absences, we continue our interventions with the attendance agent, and then we start to implement an attendance intervention plan. We also celebrate attendance. So at our school, we celebrate attendance daily during our morning announcements. So be sure to tune in to see which grade levels have the highest attendance every day. And then we also celebrate classes weekly with perfect attendance awards for our scholars. Now we'll talk more about building strong relationships. It is important this year that the staff at Marian Law Academy build strong relationships with our scholars and our families. The core values here at Marian Law Academy are respect, oneness, achievement, and responsibility. The focus this school year is going to be on oneness. All year, we will be working to get to know each other. We want to know more about you and your child because it's important for us to understand all of your individual needs. Please be sure to tune in for morning announcements every day. This is one way that we make sure that we're connecting with all of our families to ensure that everyone has the same information. So each day at 7:35, I greet all students, staff, and families with morning announcements. All families can view these morning announcements on YouTube daily. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and tune in every single day for morning announcements. Every teacher in the school also implements morning meetings. At least 20 minutes of each day is dedicated to morning meetings. Morning meetings help children to feel welcome and known, and it creates a climate of trust, increases students' confidence and investment in learning, provides a meaningful context for teaching and practicing academic skills, encourages cooperation and inclusion, and improves children's communication skills. Please be sure that your child is on time each day so that he or she does not miss out on morning meetings. And be sure to stay connected with us. We are on all social media platforms. Feel free to take a screenshot now so that you can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We post school highlights on all of our social media pages. You can also feel free to share highlights of your scholar with us so that we can share them on our social media pages as well. And connect with us on Class Dojo. This year, all of the teachers at Marion Law Academy will be using Class Dojo to connect with families. Class Dojo encourages positive skills like perseverance and teamwork, and it's one way that we'll communicate with all families to ensure that communication is a lot easier for you. Feel free to download the Class Dojo app on your phone and connect with your students' class and our school. And if you have any more questions, remember that you can contact me at christina.lewis@detroitk12.org or text your questions to 313-338-8464 or call the main office at 313-866-3400. I hope that you got more information about how we will engage during the 21-22 school year. And again, please feel free to reach out to me with any questions or concerns. Have a wonderful day, and we are looking forward to an amazing school year.